Today's my regular Tuesday live stream, which I like to do at 4 EDT every Tuesday. This is, as per usual, a regular chit-chat sort of live stream. And I usually use this opportunity to share some thoughts or to make some announcements. And today, specifically, I want to urge everybody to go and check out my community tab, because I've just posted, like half an hour ago, I just posted a new artwork that I finished, a new painting, and I have a print for it in my Etsy store. So that's God. So that's what I want to say right off the bat. So I got a new print. It's for Halloween. It has to do with my other story called The Journey of Oia, about a trans woman. And I remember I said a few live streams ago that I think that quite a few people are going to get triggered, probably, but it's all fine. Because, I'm the artist and I'm supposed to, I think, occasionally stir people, occasionally disturb people, disturb the undisturbed, and pacify and bring calm and peace to those who are disturbed. Something along these lines. Gosh, I haven't talked today at all yet. So, still kind of cleaning my throat, I guess, sort of. And this is the first time that I'm doing a live stream. Excuse me. I got my cats running around. This is the first time that I'm doing a live stream from the outside. Haven't done this before. I used to do videos. I had a whole series of videos where I would come out and I would set up a table and my phone, and I was recording videos where I was just talking on different topics. And I used to do all of them, almost all of them, from the outside. But live streams, no. Oh, I see someone is there. Hello, guys. What's up? How are you doing? As you can see, it's a wonderful warm day here where I am. It's almost like it's summer again, only that it's probably going to get cold soon. See, 5 people are watching. So I used to do these videos where I would get out here and I would talk on a given topic, and then I just, stopped doing those videos, basically. Kavya Narang says, God bless you. God bless you too. How are you doing today? Oh, and someone said hi. Hi to you. Nice to meet you guys. Thank you for coming over. I appreciate it, really. Thank you for the likes. Tony Ballon says, beautiful, beautiful weather. Yeah, it's a wonderful weather. It's amazing, actually. I'm still getting used to this because I'm from further north originally, and this feels like it's kind of still surreal. Even after 6 years of living here, I feel strange. Now, the very fact that it can be so warm in October blows my mind, really. Pajit, hello. Hello to you. God, pardon me. So I'm sitting here in the sun. I have all my cats running around and having fun. It's a wonderful day. It's beautiful. You have such a positive aura. It's so nice to hear you talk. Thank you. Thank you. Well, it's also a sunny day. It's also a sunny day, and I'm just really enjoying this and soaking in the sun. So, yep. It's just pleasant. And the way I see life nowadays, I guess at my age, now that I'm not a kid anymore, not a teenager, I just, enjoy every day to the best of my ability. And that's something that I would like other people to actually think about. Even if you're like super busy, and I myself am usually super busy every day, it's really cool to find at least a couple of minutes and just stop and listen to the wind or look at the sun, enjoy the clouds, enjoy the sunset, or just a beautiful day, with some good weather. It's always a cool thing. Don't believe in Jesus and I'm going to heaven either way. Well, it's not that I normally discuss religion here, and I'm not going to push any beliefs on anybody. Really, I have my beliefs and I don't share it with anybody, really. I can share it with close friends, but I don't think that I want to talk about this on a live stream on YouTube. Not everybody's going to understand that. Hoping all good things come to you and you always keep smiling. Hugs to you, and thank you very much for coming here. Chinka Verse Art says, I'm a dendrophile. I'm too. I love trees. They're living creatures, and that's kind of how I feel about them. They're living creatures, really. And it's a certain way of life, I think. This is kind of bizarre because I come from a big city originally, so it's kind of odd that I've developed that kind of feeling. But, it is what it is. Chinka Verse Art says, I love nature. Thank you. SKZs, yeah, thank you. Hope you know good things, yep. Who loves India? I love India. I've never been to India, though. I have to be honest. Haven't been to India, but I'd like to come one day. Gunther Muir says, my name's Nikki, and you're the most positive person I've seen all day. Need a little motivation because I broke up with my girlfriend and I have exams right now. Hey, Gunther, I don't know how to read your name, but excuse me. I just want to say everything is going to be okay. I'm serious. I'm 46 years old, and I can tell you that everything is going to be okay. You got to get through your exams. You got to get a new girlfriend eventually. Your wounds are going to heal. Life is going to get better. Everything's going to be fine. Don't you worry, please. Do gay people have souls? And if so, can you prove it? I do not think they do. Well, I don't know what to comment on this, frankly. Let me put it this way. The way I think about it, and I met people like this. I met people in my life. I came across people who I think it feels that they don't have a soul at all. And I think those people were psychopaths, frankly. I've been robbed and mugged in the street. I had the experience. I came across people like this, and they just have this kind of blank gaze. There is nothing human in their eyes. So I don't think it's necessarily a gay people or not gay people issue. It's a psychopathic issue, and psychopathy is a real thing. That's a very real thing. I'm from India. It's a beautiful place. You should definitely visit Northeast India. I'd love to. So they must have been gay then. No. Like I said, it's not it's not about gay people or not gay people. It's just a universally human thing. And that's just the way things are. Just like narcissism is not inherently endemic to a certain demographic. Narcissism goes all across ages, genders, and such, skin colors. It's universally human. I'm in Kentucky. As a matter of fact, it's Montgomery County, so I'm in the bluegrass area. India is the safest and the most cleanest country. Well, I'd like to come and see. Our God is Modi. I know who Modi is. Excuse me. I like Kentucky, says Jerusalem Palm. I like Kentucky too. I like the climate here. It's warm. Even though I have to say that I miss the winters. I really miss the winters with snow. And sometimes we have winters where there is snow, and sometimes there is none at all, and it's just rainy all the time. And I kind of don't like those winters when it's just rainy and cold. It doesn't feel like winter, really, you know what I mean? I'd rather have a snowy, real winter than this kind of rainy, mushy sort of thing. Where are you from? Jerusalem, Paul. Modi is cool, by the way. Pajit. Yes, Modi is cool. What's your favorite food? Ah, that's a good question. What's my favorite food? I love fish. I really love fish. Um, I eat meat. Can't really live without meat. Fruit, veggies. I'm not necessarily a fan of sweet stuff. Fruit pretty much does it for me. Mm, I like salty fish and smoked fish, this kind of stuff. I'm a huge fan of fish, basically. But I also love fruit a lot. And my favorite fruit is apricots. I love apricots. You serious, Tajit? Oh my God. Nowadays, people are cutting trees and really destroying the earth. Yep. And that's a huge topic, and there is a lot of this destruction going on, and it's horrible. And I frankly don't have the answer. I don't know what to do about it. Have you ever had fish and chips? I'm from Scotland, and I always have it. Uh, I don't eat chips necessarily, at least here. I don't eat chips because I don't think that they're very healthy. But I love I love to eat fish with, I don't know, some fresh cucumbers, something like this, or some good real bread. That's awesome. I'm originally from Russia. I'm from Moscow, actually. And but the way food is here in America is kind of complicated. I made a reel about this recently. I have a short here on my channel where I talk about it, and there was someone who came along and said, "Well, you're wrong. There is everything's okay with American food." And like, no, 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 no. It's not okay. European food is better, frankly. There is a lot of additives in American food, and I'm just careful. I'm cautious. You know, I don't want to screw up my health, really. Thank you. Well, actually, some people say that I do have an accent, and at least people around here in Kentucky, they have this particular drawl, and I sometimes struggle to understand people around here because it's all difficult, you know, to me. I guess I sort of have a more of a generic American accent, but some people from around here, they assume that I'm from France or that I'm from Netherlands. Someone said it, but nobody actually guessed that I'm from Russia. But I am actually from Russia. I'm Russian. We call fries chips and chips crisps. Wow. And God, I've never been to Scotland. I should come one day, I think. Chinka Verse Art says, I'm Russian. I'm from Moscow, Russia, originally. I've immigrated to the United States 6 years ago in 2019. But I'm a Muscovite, and I'm a pretty spoiled Muscovite. That's why I say that I'm coming from the north. It's kind of a lot colder this time of the year in Moscow, and we usually have like rainy days, and in November it might start snowing. So I still feel sort of bewildered by how warm it is here and how sunny it is. I love the climate. I love the sunshine. It's so wonderful. I love the South because of this. But thank you for complimenting my English. I appreciate this, really. You've got a good set of sweater yams. Got a good set of sweater yams. What is sweater yams? I don't know what is sweater yams, frankly. Primetime Nut says, where is she from? everybody's going to figure out where am I from. Like I said it so many times. Guys, you know what? Every single live stream that I go here, uh, I sort of one way or another get into talking about the weather and how warm it is and how I love it around here. And then eventually it comes to the point where I end up talking about where am I originally from. And inevitably I say, hey guys, I'm originally from Moscow, Russia. Nowadays I'm living in Kentucky. We have a food what is called haggis, what I'm pretty sure from sheep, and people think it's disgusting, but it's so good, you need to try it. Gosh, I'll have to Google this up. There was going to be a replay of this chat, so I'm going to return back and I'm going to check it out, I promise. That's why I asked the chat and not you, because I assumed you have been asked. Yeah, 10,000 times. Prime time, yeah, thank you. But I reacted anyways. But you see what I mean? Yeah, I gotta try this thing. Never even heard of it. I don't know what is haggis. Yeah, you tried. I appreciate the effort. I appreciate the effort. Now, guys, since I'm here, and I mean anybody who hosts a live stream would probably say the same thing. I would like to invite you to check out my channel. I know it sounds kind of, yeah, redundant, but you know, I'm an artist, I'm a painter, I'm a musician, and of course I want to invite you to check out my content, check out my videos, check out my paintings and my music. What do you call that liquid in your mouths? Gosh, I don't know what you're talking about. So a Russian in Kentucky, vodka or bourbon? None of the above. I don't drink at all. I know it's a common misconception about Russians that Russians can't live without alcohol and that they need to drink vodka all the time. There's plenty of memes about this, and you know it's been going on for a while. But actually, I don't drink. I don't like alcohol really. So I tried some bourbon, you know, and it's not that I had never drank alcohol. I drank some alcohol when I was a teenager, actually. But then, you know, it kind of didn't age well and I didn't really like it. I can drink some good wine occasionally, but last time that I drank good wine was in when I was in Nice, France, and I had some local wine with some local farmers cheese and some French pate and a real baguette. You know, I was living with my French friends for a little while I was there in France, and this was just the best wine and the best cheese and the best pate that I ever had in my whole life. Seriously, but that's probably because it was local and it was all real. You know what I mean? So that kind of wine I can drink, but generally speaking, I'm just not into alcohol really. I want to go to Russia. I like a Russian song called Matushka. Matushka Zemlya. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yay! Yay, go visit Russia. Go visit Moscow. That's my hometown. It's a wonderful, beautiful city. Moscow is beautiful, yes. The liquid in our mouths, what do you call it? Near sync. I don't know what are you all about, but you seem to have a repetitive theme around something. Do you like bluegrass music? Well, you know, if I'm being honest, if I'm being honest, I don't really have a preference for bluegrass music. I'm a musician myself, and I'm kind of a metalhead, you could say. It's just not up my alley, really, bluegrass music. Not really my thing, you know. I like rock music, I like metal music, I like instrumental music. I grew up studying classical music, actually. I like jazz music, and I like various folk music from around the world. Bluegrass is just not necessarily my thing. You know, it's not like I will make a playlist and listen to it. You know, not really my thing. Do you have a pet? Yeah, I have 13 cats. And they're all They're all around here, around the property, because they're out and they're allowed to be out during the day while it's warm. How many friends you have? Well, this kind of depends on how do you define friends. I have some old friends, my best friends, my tried and tested friends, and they're all Russians. They're back in Russia, and I consider them my lifelong friends. This fall, actually, I just talked to one of my oldest friends. Uh, I'm kind of celebrating a 30th anniversary with my oldest friend. Uh, Back in the day, we went to music school together. But around here, I have some acquaintances, but it's not like not the same level of friendship. You know what I mean? It's different. Someone is asking married kids. I'm married, yes, but I don't have kids. Someone again is asking where are you from. Someone says British kid, you're British. No, I'm not British. Everybody asking where am I from? Check out the chat, please. Just I can't be talking about the same thing over and over again, really. Uh, Back in old country. Well, yeah, prime time not. My understanding is that back in the day, country music was more real. It was closer to like blues used to be real. Like rock music used to be real rock music, not the commercialized kind of stuff. And I'm well aware of that. There is commercialized country pop, which is basically like the same song on repeat over and over again. I really can't listen to it. But there's a lot of pop music, which is the same way. There is metal music that is that same way, and rock music. It's all the same commercialized stuff, and it's just boring. It's annoying almost, and I just don't like it. I like interesting music. I like real music. One cat and two dogs. Whoa, that's great. Someone is sending me a lot of hearts. Thank you very much. I also have, okay. Are you a reporter? No, I'm not a reporter. I'm not a reporter. I just talk a lot. When I when I start talking, I talk a lot. That's just how it is. My cat is called Bella and she has dark gray fur. Oh, wonderful. Bella is a beautiful name. You are very true on, know it. Know it. I don't know what you mean. Uh, what's up, Auntie? Says someone. You like riding bikes because your jacket is yelling it out. Gosh, back in Moscow, I used to ride with my friends. Yes, I had biker friends, and I used to ride with them a lot. But that was back in Moscow. But the habit is still with me. I love leather jackets. Can you do a backflip? I'm not sure. I don't think I can do a backflip, but I still can do what is it called? Cartwheel. I can still do cartwheels. Really, I still do them actually. And I ride a bicycle nowadays. Want to get me an electric bicycle, as a matter of fact. Sorry, I was referring to the Russian stereotype of always referring to the past as back in the old country, since you were talking about old friends from old country. Oh, I see what you mean. Now I see what you mean. You look cool. Thank you. Front flip? No, I don't think so. I'd have to do some training. I think if I actually train for it, I can do it. I used to be good at these things. I can still do things on a bar, like do flips on a bar. That I can do. But like a flip in the air, no, I don't think so. Back in high school, how long was ago was it? The good guy. Well, you mean cartwheels and stuff? Cartwheels I still do. That's not a problem actually. Stuff like front flips, back flips, yeah, high school, but then actually later in life I did it anyways. That's what I was guessing once. A bike lover is always a bike lover. Yep, exactly. Now I want to get me an electric bike. I want to visit Siberia. I want to see auroras, snow. Ice everywhere. Go on a trip. Go on a trip. I can guarantee that it's gonna be a once in a lifetime experience. Seriously, Russia is huge. There is a lot to see there. It's not just Moscow or St. Petersburg. It's also just it's a huge country. There is a lot of people, and there's a lot to see. Really. Someone is again with vodka. No, I don't like drinking vodka. As a matter of fact, I hate vodka. I hate the very smell of vodka. I can't bear with it. And I just don't drink altogether. If I do a front or back flip, I'll probably break my neck. Yeah, that's possible. And if I try to do it right now without any training, I'll probably face the same fate. Do you like jam music with band? I don't have a band around here, but I used to enjoy it really back when I was in the big city. And I think maybe, I don't know how and where my life is going. I know where I'd like it to go, but there might be an opportunity. It might happen again. I might be around, the right people, and who knows? Maybe I will try to get a band together again. For now, I'm just a solo musician, a singer-songwriter, and doing my thing. Mm, do a cartwheel and bust it open. I don't think I'm going to be doing cartwheels right now, guys. Frankly, it's not exactly in the mood for this. Let's not test this. A sandwich walks into a bar. The bartender says, "Sorry, we don't serve food here." Yep. I like Mr. Putin. He's a good friend of Prime Minister Modi. Yeah, that's true. Now, there are things that I would like to talk about, and I'd like to expand on this. And there's a lot of things that I can say, and there's a lot of things that I know as far as geopolitics and all of those things. But I sort of have to, I have to be careful with YouTube because I don't want to get banned. Are you from LGBTQ community? Yes, I'm a trans woman, as a matter of fact. What is the best food in Russia? Oh God, that's a difficult question. I mean, there's plenty of good food. You can start with bread, with Bradinsky bread. It's dark rye bread. That's a very good bread. And there's a lot of things, meats, dairy, all sorts of dairy. And by the way, some dairy that is not found here in the United States, like Ryazhenka, for example. It's fermented baked milk. Топленое молоко. It's like, I don't know how to call this. It's milk, but it's kind of, it's partially caramelized. So it has a very creamy flavor. There's a lot of cool foods in Russia, really. I want to go on a snow holiday because I do skiing. That's a wonderful idea. So probably you are a bike lover, loves music, loves to ride bicycle, and hopefully loves to eat sweets. I used to love eating sweets, but I'm trying to really keep my sugar under control. The thing is that here, as I discovered, in America, they put sugar or high fructose corn syrup into everything, basically. And so a lot of things that are not supposed to be sweet, they're sweet, And once I figured this out, I realized that I have to be really careful with sweet stuff and be more measured, because if I don't check on this, I will be diabetic, and I don't want to be diabetic. I want to live a healthy, happy life, hopefully a long life. So sweets is cool, yeah, but I gotta be careful with that kind of thing. What kind of music do you listen to? Do you like Hollywood movies and Bollywood Indian movies? Actually, I never watched really Hollywood movies, kind of like Resident Evil, for example. I mean, those are my old favorites. Pulp Fiction, an old favorite movie. Supernatural TV show. I used to watch it a few years ago. David Lynch movies. Big fan. David Lynch. 1408. It's kind of a dated movie right now, but I like it. These kind of things. Yeah, that's my vibe. As far as music, well, it's a long list. I grew up listening to Marilyn Manson. I still listen to Slipknot. Big fan. Slipknot. Dream Theater, Joe Satriani, the guitarist, one of my just all-time favorite guitar players, really. But I also listen to Radiohead, Placebo, surprisingly perhaps, Garbage, the band with Shirley Manson, Marilyn Manson, like I said in the beginning, System of a Down, a lot of alternative metal, alternative rock bands, progressive metal stuff, but also pop music as well. Some songs by Halsey I really like. So it's kind of a wide range of things all over the place, you know. Jesus Loves You says Kicking It with Keller. How Russian people and leaders look at trans people and other LGBTQ community. Is it very easy to mix up with? Are you on a travel visit to USA? No, I'm a US citizen. Excuse me. I'm a US citizen nowadays. Now, answering your question about the LGBTQ community and the Russian government, it's complicated nowadays. The official stance of the president of Russia on these matters is that adult human beings are allowed to do whatever they want, you know, as far as there is mutual consent. You know, behind closed doors, you do you. That's kind of the official stance of the Russian government. But you cannot engage in propaganda of LGBTQ to minors and in public spaces. That's the way it is nowadays. Now, I have to say that I was pretty lucky back in the day. I started my transition back in 2006. And well, the first 2 years, 3 years were pretty rough. But once I was passable, I didn't really run into a lot of problems. I mean, some people who knew that I'm trans, or if I was, you know, exposed or something like this, yes, of course, I was running into, you know, bullying and a lot of trouble. But generally speaking, I was blending in pretty well, and Russian people are really nice. I mean, it's not like, of course, there are dicks everywhere. You know, in any country, there's a lot of assholes everywhere. There's a lot of bullies in any country. And certainly there are people like this in Russia too. But there is also a lot of nice people and a lot of people who were empathetic and, you know, who were understanding. And I I think I'm very lucky that I came across people like this, and it helped me to live through those years in Russia. But it's kind of a complicated thing. That's what I can say. The way the media portrays this, they like to say that Russia is just this authoritarian state where you can't, you know, no, it's not true. Yes, things can be rough, but there is nuance, and it's important to understand the nuance. So that's it. I hope it answered your question, at least to a certain extent. I want a haircut like you because I like your hairstyle. Thank you. Well, there's nothing special about my hairstyle. I just recently cut my hair myself with some scissors because I really kind of needed to cut them, you know, and that's what it is. What do you think about the war in with Ukraine? Gosh, it's one of those questions. It's one of those questions that if I start talking about this, I think I'll get myself in big trouble with YouTube. I know a lot, and I can go very deep on this, but I don't think I should be talking about this on a public live stream, seriously. It can get dangerous very quickly. So I'd like to answer your question. I can't do it openly, let's put it this way. Now, Big Earn, please be civil. Auntie, what's better, USA or Russia? Well, it's a difficult question. And I don't know how to answer this question because Russia is my home country and it will be forever my home country. And no matter where I go, no matter where I live, no matter what language I speak, it's still going to be my home country. I grew up there. I lived 40 years in Russia. So what do you expect of me? I don't want to compare countries in this from this angle, like what is better or worse. There are positive aspects everywhere, but you see what I mean? Well, also, I probably gave you a ride, a nostalgic one. Mine to Pulp Fiction, riding on a sitting bull. Pulp Fiction is an awesome movie, by the way. I love to rewatch it occasionally. It's really cool. Uh, no country is better than India. Well, Pajit, I believe so, because you're from India. So, of course, your home country is the best. And I completely understand this, because I'm from Russia and I'm from Moscow. And in my mind, I guess, as I discover with age, no matter where I go, no matter what cities do I go into, and these might be wonderful cities with amazing people and amazing culture and so many exciting things, but Moscow is going to be forever my hometown. That's the hometown that I grew up in. That's where I fell in love for the first time. That's where I went to school. That's where my parents were and my grandparents. I got some sort of little, it's a little wasp or something that crawled over my camera. So you see what I mean? So of course your home country is going to be your best country forever. That's just how it is, and it's totally normal. It's only human, I think. Have you seen Ferris Bueller's Day Off? Nope, I haven't. I don't know what that is. Oh, it's a movie. Okay, I gotta check it out. Is Ted Nugent a good person? Oh, yeah. Oh, I got a cat behind me. Look at that. Got a cat there. Ted Nugent, a good person? I don't know. I can't speak to that. I don't know Ted Nugent. I think it rings a bell, but I can't tell you, really. Bro's got a nice pair. Have you watched the Vampire Diaries? I heard about them and I never got into them. Really, never. But you reminded me of another movie that I like. What is it called? Interview with a Vampire, right? In that series, the actress name was also Catherine. Oh, I didn't know. I was more into Supernatural. And I always liked Dean Winchester more than Sam Winchester. I know a lot of girls were into Sammy, and I was into Dean. He's kind of more of a gruff character, but I like Dean. And by the way, the cat that is sitting right behind me on that tree, I named him Dean Winchester after the character from the Supernatural TV show. Believe it or not. You're so lucky to be Indian. I believe you. Those look natural. Yeah. How many years it took to you to become U.S. citizen as someone who is Russian? Well, I'm living here for 6 years. It took me 5 years to become a U.S. citizen. It's been quite a process. Let's put it this way. It's been quite a process. Had me fooled. You look fine. Thank you. Thank you. So what happened to Navalny if Russia is not authoritarian? If you can't talk about Ukraine, then that is kind of a sign that it is, yes. I'm in the United States right now, and guys, I don't know, in case someone didn't notice, we don't exactly have freedom of speech. Again, I have to be very careful under the current administration. What do I say? Because I've been banned before with my YouTube channel. I've been banned on social media when I misspoke or asked uncomfortable questions. So about Navalny, it's a rabbit hole. The one thing that I can point you to, if you are genuinely interested, let's put it this way. If you really want to know the truth about Navalny, about Ukraine, look up a guy called Scott Ritter. Scott with 2 T's, Ritter with 2 T's. He has a Substack. Go and check out his articles and you will learn a lot of interesting stuff. That much I can say. Outside of this, on a public live stream on YouTube, I don't think it's safe to discuss these topics because I can't name certain things. I can't use certain words. I have to be careful. Now, if anybody wants to come here and just kind of nag at me or troll me or, try to deliberately ask me uncomfortable questions to, provoke me into something, guys, this is not going to work. If you are genuinely interested to learn the truth, as a matter of fact, there are two people whom I can highly recommend for you. They're both respected sources, highly respected sources. One is Jeffrey Sachs. Look him up. Jeffrey Sachs. And the other one, Scott Ritter. Check out these two men. They talk about a lot of things, but they can answer a lot of questions. I hope it satisfied, the interest of the person who was asking this question. You should pet this orange cat. I pet him every day. Believe me, I pet him every day. He's so wonderful. Rob says they're attractive woman. Thank you, Rob. And hi to you. Genetic Memory Farm says, I think we all need to be more uncomfortable. I was in Russia in the mid-90s. It was an interesting time to see people and government change. Ayush Kumar says, Ayush Kumar, be respectful or I'll kick you off my live stream. Just saying. Don't like behavior like this. Now, I think we all need to be more uncomfortable. Well, during those 90s, I was actually a teenager and I was growing up in Russia. I know a few things about that time. It was a wild decade that took 10 million of Russian lives. 10 million. Rampant crime, kind of Wild West style capitalism, not in a good way, racketeering, unemployment, poverty, all sorts of nasty things. I wrote an article about this on my WordPress site. So if you want to check it out, go to my WordPress site. I love the cat behind you. She also wants to come live. I'm a feel introvert. Yep, the cat is a he. He's Dean. He's a wonderful guy. Dean, he guards me. During the day when I'm sitting in the garage and I'm working on something, he likes to just come around, and if he hears the neighbor's dogs barking, he starts growling. He's such an amazing guy. All right, respectfully, what are you talking about, good madam? About a lot of things. I'm having a chit-chat live stream. It's Tuesday. People are asking me questions, and I'm talking about all sorts of things. I'm originally from Russia. Nowadays, I live in the United States in Kentucky, and so occasionally people ask me something about Russia or say something about Russia, or ask me questions about ongoing conflicts, which we all know about. And sometimes I can openly answer a question, and sometimes I can't. Not because I'm afraid of something, as in I can't answer a question or I don't know. I know a lot of things, but I have to be mindful. And we're living in difficult times, in interesting times. And yeah, I do speak Russian. Да, я разговариваю по-русски. Я могу перейти на русский, но тогда меня никто не будет понимать. Good morning, honey. Hello from Russia. Guitar Tech! Yay! Серж, привет! Я так рада тебя видеть. Спасибо, что зашел на мой лайвстрим. Слушай, спасибо тебе огромное. Дорогой мой. Kumar, are you Indian? He's probably Indian. Ricky B says hello. Серж, Guitar Tech. Очень рада тебя видеть. Спасибо тебе огромное. Chinkaverse, what are you doing? I love you in Russian. Я тебя люблю. Я люблю тебя. That's how you can say it in Russian. Yes, but don't ban me. Okay, behave, and you're fine. You definitely need a dentist. True. But, it's expensive, especially in the United States. It is what it is. Hey, I'm sitting here with no makeup. That's the way I am. If someone doesn't like it, someone doesn't like it. I have no problem with this. But, life is life. And I'm just being real, guys. Hey, have you heard the Russian song "Dark is the Night"? Yep, темная ночь, только пули да-да-да-да-дам, да-да-да-да-да-да-да-дам, да-да-да-да-да-да-дам. Yeah, that's a real Russian song. Dark is the Night. Oh, again, I have that same thing right here on my camera. I have a lot of Russian friends that I play chess. Wonderful. Wonderful. I actually encourage people all the time to start online friendships with people from other countries and learn more about other countries. I think it's a wonderful thing. I think it's beautiful. This is one of the advantages that we have nowadays with the digital age. So people really should do this, because the reason for this is because this prevents close-mindedness. Open-mindedness breaks walls, prevents authoritarian tyrannical regimes from controlling people, you see? So I really do sincerely believe that the more we talk to each other for real, the more we communicate for real, the harder it is to turn us into slaves, to brainwash us, and to control us as human beings. Seriously. I'm in the US now too, and so many people from different countries here. Yeah, that's wonderful. Today is Diwali, Festival of Lights in India. Happy Diwali, Catherine. Thank you very much. I'll have to check it out. I don't know what Diwali is, but there is a lot of things that I don't know. Yeah, I haven't been to a lot of places on this planet, and I learn every day. I love the song even though I don't understand. It's a beautiful, sad song, really. Look for the lyrics online, the original lyrics and the translation to English, and it's a beautiful lyrics, but also very sad. It was a popular song during World War II. Пойду слушать генерации, но глазки в дисплей. Пойду слушать генерации. А какие генерации ты собрался слушать, Серж? Я не знаю, что это. Но глазки в дисплей. Хорошо. Как видишь, я сижу здесь, у меня солнышко светит, у меня тепло сегодня, я тут сижу в своей кожанке. Ну вот, и вещаю всякое такое разное задвигаю. Вот, в основном по-английски. Okay, back to English. So what Russian cuisine or dish would you recommend? Well, pelmeni is a classic. Borscht is a classic, absolutely. But also, like, there's a whole lot of dishes, really. I don't even know what to tell you. Really. I kind of, just cook things as a Russian. Soups and stews and meat and fish. If you have a chance, excuse me, I would recommend for you to look online for Russian food. There is a store, and I'm not advertising them, or anything, but I just buy food from them. They're called RussianFoodUSA.com. They have some food that is kind of from Eastern Europe. Some of it is like Russian, Ukrainian kind of food. You might want to check out some of that, and maybe that will help you to get into some of that Russian food. Pyrogi, yes, but there is also such a thing as Polish pyrogi. I don't even know how to pronounce this, but the Russian pyrogi with cabbage, pyrogi с капустой, с мясом, and all that kind of thing. That's a Russian thing, but pyrogi, the Polish pyrogi, is a completely different thing. And then I'm just guessing Ukrainians and Belarusians probably have their own version. This is the link. I've heard of borscht. I really like pirogis. I had it here in the US. Wonderful. You can watch a video of Diwali. Thank you. Chinkaverse Art. Thank you very much. Now, as far as borscht, I actually cook it. And this is about the right time of year to cook borscht. Gosh, if you want to, I can, I don't know, subscribe to my channel. And if you want to, I can post a recipe of how I cook borscht here in the United States. I can post it to my community tab. Seriously. No problem. read my comments. Explorer. Okay, subscribe. Thank you very much, Ayush Kumar. I promise I will post a recipe of how I cook borscht. Seriously. Polish love cabbage. I love cabbage too, and I occasionally make a cabbage pie. They also make pierogies with potatoes and cheese. Yep, and that's so good. I absolutely believe you. Apparently, Slavic people love this kind of thing, and I'm no exception. Excuse me. Christian Bridges, or who Explorer 649 said, read my comments. Well, I don't even know. Hey, there's so many comments I can't even find anything. Read my comments. Okay, I'm reading your comment. Tell me something. Where are you from? Says Hunt V1G. It's like the 10th person probably asking me this question. Where am I from? Currently, I'm sitting in Kentucky, Montgomery County. It's a wonderful, pleasant, and sunny day. It's kind of warm. Had the pierogies you get at Walmart frozen section. They're probably not the original thing. It's still good. I like it. The original homemade thing is always going to beat everything, that I can tell you. It looks like it's around 6 or 7 a.m. over there. 6 or 7 a.m. where? Gosh, I have cats all over the place. Guys, I'm going to be here for another, 9 minutes. And then I'm going to wrap up this live stream. I want to thank you proactively. There's 16 people watching. I want to thank everybody who hopped in, everybody who participated, everybody who asked me questions or, commented. Thank you very much for the engagement. So what do you miss about Russia? I miss my friends. I miss my friends a lot. As a matter of fact, I haven't been to Russia for 6 years. Ever since I immigrated, there was just no chance for me to visit. It was either COVID or because of my legal status, I couldn't go back, So I miss my friends. Most of all, I miss my friends and family because I have family in Russia. I have my niece who is 18 years old nowadays. So I'm an auntie nowadays, and I never met my niece in person. It kind of sucks, I'd like to go visit. But, it boils down to money nowadays. I miss the streets of my hometown, Moscow. I miss good food. Russian food, I think, is better than American. Yeah, I know it sounds horrible. Yep. Everybody who's American there, I apologize. I don't mean to be offensive, but I like Russian food better. I miss a lot of things, frankly. Already subscribed. Thank you very much. Me too. I miss family and friends and street food. I guess every immigrant goes through this. The first 2 years were horrible because I had really horrible depression. It was so difficult to just make it through those first 2 years. As Russia and USA are eternal enemy, I thought it would take a Russian lifetime to become US citizen, but you got it really quick. How it happened, where people for other countries wait for decades. I got married. I'm married, and that's how I got here. Adam Brumi says pale. What do you mean by that? Why would you immigrate to an enemy country when your country is at war? Excuse me. Well, I'm sorry. I immigrated back in 2019 because of marriage. I immigrated before the war broke out. And speaking frankly, I was pretty far from understanding the geopolitical kind of big picture of things and what's going on and who did what and why. I was just an artist. I was doing music mostly. I got married, and that's how I got into the United States. And 5 years later, I became a citizen. But During this period of these 5 years, 6 years, especially in the last 2 years, I've learned so much that now I do have an understanding what's going on, why things happened. So it's a bizarre experience, but that's what happened to me. I don't think people are enemies. The governments are. Yes, governments are. Exactly. People are not enemies. There's a lot of great Americans, that I know personally. And I actually believe that the Russian people and American people have absolutely no reason to hate each other. Just like people around the world really have no reason to hate each other. But the governments, and there are some really nasty players behind the scenes, they make it so. They make people hate each other. That's what I believe. Excuse me. I was talking for a whole hour and I didn't drink any water, and I didn't take any water with me. Casper the Friendly Ghost. Pretty sure India is the most loved country in the world. Maybe, I don't know. There's a cat. Yes, there are cats everywhere, actually. Are you left or right? I'm neither left nor right. I'm neither left nor right. And I'll tell you why. Because I figured out that the left and right in this country doesn't matter. The division in this country is artificial. There's another cat. The division in this country is artificial. The division between straight and gay, straight and trans, black and white, white and brown, left and right, Republican, Democrat, liberal, conservative, all of it doesn't matter. It's by design. It's by design. I'm neither left nor right. It's not that I don't have my leanings and my views on societal issue, political issues. I do have my views, but I think it's more complicated than that. Seriously. You had a strong feeling you got divorced? No, I haven't. Yep, their entire business depends on people hate. Yes, precisely. Ayush Kumar, you're exactly correct. My friend asked me this today, and I wasn't sure, so I wanted a second opinion. Would you rather watch a tree grow or a knee grow? What does that mean? A knee grow or a tree grow? Don't know. Hi, beautiful superior white goddess. How are you doing, beautiful queen? You're beautiful superior white goddess. Why are you calling me superior white goddess? I'm not a superior white goddess. I'm just a person. Please. Thank you. I appreciate it. But just don't. Why are you saying this? Can you be a citizen of both a nation? Yes. According to American law, I'm viewed as a dual citizen of Russia and the United States. But according to Russian federal law, I'm seen always only as a citizen of Russian Federation. The laws work differently on both sides of the pond. Excuse me again. I too don't take left or right. Likes to go straight to Christ who leads me to heaven. That's one way to go about it. I used to think that I'm left. Then I started leaning towards right. Then I figured out that, it's a lot more complicated than this, and that both sides are playing people all the time. I got utterly disgusted with the things that I've learned about the American political class and the Western political class, the political corporate class. In the past 2 years, I got so profoundly disgusted that I don't have, nowadays, I'm not going to vote for anybody. I don't believe any of them. They're all full of crap. They're liars. They're playing people all the time. And I think that it's better to have an independent mind, an open mind, to try to be the best human being that you possibly can every day of the week. And that's the best way forward. That cat is about to bounce, and he did. Oh gosh, I have two cats fighting there. Oh my god. Two boys. I respect you, beautiful. Thank you, Steph. Hi, Kumarsk. No, he got you. Because I respect you, I know my place as a black man. Beautiful. Steve, I don't know what are you implying here. I'm not racist. I don't care if you're black, if you're brown, if you're Asian. I don't care. I come from Russia, and we are a multi-ethnic country. I don't understand American racism, or generally speaking, I don't understand racism at all. My friends were Armenian, Azeri, Jewish, Russian, Ukrainian. I don't make a point out of this. And, if there is something that bugs you, just let it go, seriously. Don't worry about it. I don't care if you're black or not black. How are you feeling at this age? Weird? How am I feeling at this age? A little weird. But generally speaking, I think I feel free in a good way because I let go of a lot of things. I let go of expectations. I don't have any constraints in my mind that hold me back. I just do me, I do the things that I genuinely believe in because at this point, I feel that I'm not going to live forever. I'm not 18 years old anymore, and I'm just enjoying things. Whatever good stuff is coming my way, I'm just enjoying all of it. That's how I feel about life nowadays. Do you get many reptile dysfunctions there? I don't know what you're talking about, Explorer. I would be your oh, please. Steph, please don't do it. This is like some form of, it's probably an American thing. I don't know. I don't want to engage in this. But how is it that Putin and Trump are buddies? They're not buddies. Marvin Stone, they're not buddies. If you want to know the truth, if anybody wants to genuinely know the truth, I won't talk about this here because it's YouTube and I got to be careful. But if anybody wants to learn the truth, go and watch videos with Jeffrey Sachs. He's a well-respected source. He's well-known all around the world. Listen to his lecture at the Columbia University about these matters, and you will hopefully get all of your answers. Seriously, I'm not kidding. I like to troll people online. I wasn't expecting to meet someone that has similar views to mine. There you go. I'm glad we met. О чем хоть ты им протираешь? Sergey is asking. I agree with you. Thank you, Steven. Сереж, они меня спрашивают, почему тогда Путин и Трамп друзья. Я им говорю, что идите посмотрите видео Джеффри Сакса, где он читает лекцию в Колумбийском университете и, собственно, рассказывает всю правду. Я также сказала, что это YouTube, и поэтому я должна быть как бы осторожна с тем, какими словами я пользуюсь и на какие темы я говорю, потому что мне тут задавали вопросы про Украину и про войну, и про то, что 30. Я на эту тему говорить не буду, поэтому я их всех посылаю к Скотту Риттеру и к Джеффри Саксу. Хотите узнать правду? Идите туда и читайте правду. Вот я за что говорила, собственно. I agree with you, says Stephen Harry. Кумар особенно хорош, если это грамм, а лучше 2. I know I respect white women. I would be your black. Steve, what's your thing about the black-white thing? Let it go. Damn it. How is life treating you? Well, it's treating me pretty well. I'm blessed to be alive. I'm painting a new painting. I have a lot of things to do. I'm about to start working on a book, actually. Writing articles weekly for my WordPress blog. Working on the next single. So there is a lot of things going on. How are you doing, actually, Peter? You're drop dead gorgeous. I want to be. Oh, please. Russian women are beautiful. Thank you. That black guy has BDSM fetish. I guess that's why. And guys, let's keep it civil and respectful. They do the same trolling to every white live streaming woman. Different names, same pics, same priest. Oh my god. Yeah, I can never understand this, really. You guys have nothing else to do, really, with your time. Go chill. You ever been to Dagestan? No, I haven't. Oh, yeah. A lot of good athletes from Russia come from there. Yes, that's true. Hakuna Matata. I don't know what's that. Pardon me? Nerd? Maybe? Ага, YouTube такая же ранимая помойка, как Facebook. Меня там забанили. Ну вот ты видишь, понимаешь, о чем я говорю. Remigration is our first priority, says Hillel Dvash. Remigration. Re-immigration. Is that what you're talking about? Did you hear today one of the Chechen girl got murdered in Armenia? Nope. Haven't seen that yet, but I'm on Telegram and I'm subscribed to a whole lot of channels, so I think I'll see it there. Kieran Pickering. Okay, you guys keep talking. Anyways, I've been live here for more than an hour. Frankly, I've been talking all this time for a whole friggin' hour. Good luck. She ran away from Russia, but sadly died. God damn it, that's always sad. I don't know what views did she hold and what did she believe in. Was she in the wrong? Was she in the right? I have no idea, but it always is tragic when it happens. Yep, Al-Fadi, yep, that's beautiful nature out here. The wind is picking up, though. I gotta say, it's getting a little chilly, and the wind is picking up. Guys, anyways, I think I gotta be wrapping up this live stream. I usually go live on Tuesday, 4 p.m. EDT for 1 hour. Today I went a little longer. It's okay. Gosh, in Iowa, cold as hell. Ooh. Also, that vape makes your mouth and throat dry. That's true. Yes, I vape. I used to be a smoker since I was 12 years old, and I smoked until 2017. And then I quit smoking, but I switched to vaping, and nowadays I'm kind of trying to reduce this thing. I want to kick it all together, but, you know, can't do it all at once. Yes, I'm vaping nowadays. It's better than cigarettes. Anyways. Trying to keep it to a minimum. It is bad, yes. Maybe it is worse. I don't know. It helped me to, you know, kick cigarettes. Cigarettes were awful, and I was a smoker for a long time, unfortunately. Catherine, don't forget the borscht video. I will do either a borscht video. You know what? Let me just promise this. When I'm cooking borscht at home next time, I will actually film the whole thing, and I will put it up as a video, and I'll write instructions. All right? Is that a deal? No, I don't go to church. I don't go to church. That doesn't mean that I don't believe in something. I do believe, but I don't go to church. I don't think this is for me. Doesn't mean I'm not a spiritual person. I'm a very spiritual person, but it's just not my brand of spiritual. With all due respect. Dimka. With all due respect. So anyways, guys, oh, someone is there. Zarex MG. You know there is life after death. Maybe. I don't know. What I know is that I'm alive right now, and that every day, every moment, I have to make a decision. I can do good or I can do bad. That's what I know. And this is for certain. About afterlife, that is not certain. But about right now, I live right now. And it is incumbent upon me to do the best that I possibly can. That's what I believe in. Well, some people do ask questions like this, and I mean, this is what I can say. I don't want to go any deeper than this, and I don't want to start religious disputes out here. But and I'm trying not to be offensive. I don't want to be offensive. I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. I don't want to attack anybody. I'm just, having a chit chat kind of live stream here, and that's all it is. Gosh, someone is getting really banned there because I don't see the messages. They're just being blocked. God damn it. Literally had to join after what you said. It's really beautifully said. Candy Bows, thank you. Well, I guess there are some people who are not exactly being respectful on my stream, and probably they're being automatically banned out of existence, which is fine. I usually encourage everybody to be civil, regardless of your background, regardless of your ethnicity or your race. Just, guys, be civil. It's just a chit-chat live stream, What medium do you paint in? Oils. I paint in oils. But I want to explore mixed media. I want to buy some acrylics, and I want to start doing underpaintings in acrylics and then layer oils over this. What is your perspective regarding the meaning of life? Oh, that's a difficult question. It's kind of a difficult and kind of a simple question. I think everybody should find their own purpose. It might sound very banal, but that's what it is. I believe that everybody has a purpose, and this purpose differs. Someone finds purpose in building a family. Someone finds purpose in being an artist. Someone finds purpose in being a warrior, a defender of the motherland, for example. Someone finds purpose in being a scientist, a brilliant scientist. I believe that people should look inwards honestly, face themselves, find their own purpose in life, follow that path, and try to do their best, the best they possibly can. And I also believe that if each one of us genuinely tries to do our best, the world will become so much better. Seriously. I think that we as people of the world, we hold that power in our hands. That's what I believe. Puff Daddy Juice, thanks. I like that. Thanks for sharing. You're welcome. Have a wonderful day. I think that too sometimes. I think that's really what it is. I think as long as you wake up to breathe each day, that small purpose has been fulfilled. Well, that's a start. That's a start, I think. Yeah. Guys, it's getting kind of chill. It's getting kind of cold. There is some wind picking up. I think I should be wrapping up this live stream. I want to really sincerely thank everybody who's shown up. Everybody, thank you for your comments. Thank you for your questions and for, the things that you brought up and allowed me to talk about. I really appreciate this. Next Tuesday, I will have a live stream again, I promise. At 4 o'clock EDT, I'll be here again. And in case of the night sky, notice how vast the darkness is around each star, like evil surrounding good. Yet, no matter how deep the dark, the light still shines, proving goodness always endures. Yay to that. That's a great message. Thank you. Your beautiful spirit, please, no. Already have a good one, and you have a good one too. Love you, beautiful. Everybody have a wonderful day. See you, take care. Everybody, check out my channel. Check out my paintings and my music. And if you like some, subscribe. If you don't like it, don't subscribe. Seriously. If you don't like my stuff, don't subscribe. If you like it, however, check it out, subscribe. I'll appreciate this. Everybody have a wonderful day. And, be good. Try to be good. Серж, я не знаю, смотришь ты еще или нет. Хорошего тебе там вечера. Спасибо, что появился. Вот. Мне реально было очень приятно. Вот. Всем пока. Everybody, bye-bye. Bye-bye, guys. Time to wrap it up. Until next Tuesday.